I'm Emily here in Kearney, where Senator Pete Ricketts stopped by as part of his statewide reelection campaign. Ricketts is in the middle of a statewide reelection tour, stopping by Omaha and Kearney and later heading to North Platte, Scottsbluff, and Norfolk. His opponent, Dan Osborn, was the focus of many of his talking points, with Ricketts expressing his belief that Osborn is actually a Democrat who would get in the way of President Trump's agenda.
So you can bet that's where he's going to be putting his allegiance if he were to get elected. That's why it's so important that we beat fake Dan Osborn and send a real conservative to Washington.
Osborn, who ran against Deb Fischer in 2024 and surprised many by getting 46.7% of the vote, is also in the middle of a round of town halls. Osborn previously highlighted his stance against the One Big Beautiful Bill and his connection to the working class, comparing his background to Ricketts.
Ricketts is certainly a bigger contrast from me. The story writes itself about his background and my background.
Ricketts' event consisted of several rounds of remarks and was attended by Representative Adrian Smith as well as local office holders like Kearney Mayor Jonathan Nicola, State Senator Stan Klaus, and State Board of Education Representative Sherry Jones. In contrast, Osborn's previous event in Hastings was more informal and featured a question and answer portion, which he said he believed Ricketts wouldn't do in person.
I'm going to do 250 town halls just like this one, and I doubt Ricketts is going to do too many. He'll do the tele-town halls.
In response to Osborn's comments saying he believed Ricketts was disconnected from everyday voters, Ricketts said this.
As governor, I worked for 8 years making sure that we were supporting Nebraska families through tough times like the floods of 2019 or the pandemic in 2020. Fake Dan Osborn has done nothing for anybody in this state.
One of the biggest differences for the upcoming election seems to be the treatment from the incumbent group against Osborn. While Fischer's group seemed to underestimate Osborn, Ricketts said they would go all out on attack ads and addressed Osborn as fake Dan Osborn nearly every time he said his name.
So that's what campaigns are about. I'll be talking about the good things I'm doing and pointing out where I contrast that with fake Dan Osborn.
Dan Osborn's team has not responded to an inquiry about the frequent use of the nickname. Emily in TV News, Kearney.